who had the more memorable career, I'm going to say Dirk Nowitzki. It's very close. Because we're not arguing about who's the better player. It's whose career is more memorable. And I just think Dirk basically created the stretch four position. He'll be remembered for that. And I think taking out the Heatles, the first iteration of LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh, I just think that's unforgettable.
I've never seen you shook like that. Gabrielle Union got you, huh? You're like, oh, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Dirk. Gabby the homie, I'm going to say it with my chest like you should have. It's Dirk. More memorable is Dirk. I remember when Dirk came in the league, we all did. Man, he's 7 feet, but damn, will he ever get in the paint? Will he dunk? Is there going to be a guy from overseas that ever really makes an impact in this league, especially as a big? He came in those years. And then what happened? What they go out there and win? 67 games, and he becomes the NBA MVP. We're like, oh, now it's all coming together. And then he had to wear that stigma, that tag of how do you lose as a 1 seed to an 8 seed for 4 years? Then he went out there and went against the Heatles, and we were like, there's no way. Second best player on your team, respect our homie, Jason Terry. That's not going to do it against LeBron in his prime, Dwyane Wade, Chris Bosh. And then remember when Dirk was coughing and sick in the tunnel and they started sunning him? And Dirk went out there and said, elbow, 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 and came back and won that series. From then, these are memories. Not to slight Dwyane Wade, and he has a ton of memories, but the ones that are going to stick out in terms of impact and influence, Kevin Durant borrowed some of his game from a Dirk Nowitzki. I have to go with Dirk.
This is going to sound like I'm hating on Dirk. For all the things you guys just said about it, especially the Heatles thing, because I was a part of that. I was on the other end of it. But I'm going to tell you why I say it, and I'm not. They both had great careers. But more memorable, D-Wade, Flash. He had all the flash plays. He was a scoring champ. He high flyer above the rim, blocking shots. I mean, you talk about Euro steps, half-court shots, buzzer beaters. He did everything. He had all of the plays to where if you watch his highlights, you like, man, or watching the game, you could watch one play and be like, Dwyane Wade is amazing. Dirk was boring. And I hate to say it because he's a jump shooter, but Dirk was boring. You had to watch the whole game to be like, man, he put in work. He ended up putting in work. You see him shoot a jumper. It wasn't anything that made you be like, man, this guy is a killer.
Shooter.
I am a shooter. I'm keeping it real, though.
Boring.
It's not boring.
A jumper that wet.
No.
That arts.
No, it is boring for the fan to watch. It's like, okay, would you rather see a guy go dunk on somebody or go beat up a shot, or would you rather see a dude shoot an elbow jumper? I mean, you want to see the guy with the exciting plays, and that's why I think D-Wade is more memorable because he has way more exciting plays. The lob plays to LeBron during those years, and a lot of plays with Shaq during that era. I think his is more memorable because of that. Not to say anything bad about Dirk, because Dirk was a killer. I firsthand witnessed it, but his was kind of boring, jump shot. Even though he created a shot, but it was just
killer, but not his weapon
vanilla.
of choice. Okay, I get you.
I would say Dirk had the more meaningful career because he changed our view of what 7-footers were and what they could do. And because of the international significance of what he did. And our view changed on international players. But if it's memorable, for me, it's not close. Right. It's D-Wade. Because of 2006, shout out Bennett Salvatore for that championship. But Dwyane Wade came into the fore, and we saw him grow next to Shaq and Gary Payton and all those boys, and he grabbed the reins and he won a championship.
He did.
And then he convinced LeBron to come down to Miami, and he taught LeBron James, this is how it goes when you win a championship. This is how you lead a team to a championship. So I look at the overall memories and even with the coughing. I mean, Dwyane Wade and LeBron James and that dynamic duo, no offense, Chris Bosh, but that's what you think of, those first two.
Yep.
And the impact and the impression, even the summer of LeBron, like Dwyane Wade was right in the heart of that changing the way we view the NBA and the way players in the league operate. That was the beginning of guys saying, I'm going to play where I want to play with who I want to play. For all that Dirk has done and how impressive it is that he did what he did, like Dwyane Wade had an impact on this league in a way that Dirk did not.
Let me flip the coin. I think that also robbed Dwyane Wade of some memorable moments and some of his prime. he shared that with LeBron and even let LeBron eclipse him in Wade County. And so when we're starting to split hairs between him and Dirk and someone else who's been somewhere for 21 years, lower expectations, but didn't also share that experience, it starts to tilt towards Dirk Nowitzki. Here's the thing what you said about energy plays and which way you rather see it. The thing is, as tough for Dwyane Wade is, someone already did what you did, MJ, and someone was doing what you're doing, Kobe. And then it's like, it's tougher to just say, I'm all in on you, Dwyane Wade, when I saw that and I'm seeing that. We didn't see Dirk before. We've never seen Dirk before. And I think because of that uniqueness, it kind of tilts it towards him.
Well, we never seen anything like Dirk, a 7-footer that can knock down shots. But again, I think it was just, it was expected. What do you think? What do they always say? Oh, the white guy, all he could do is shoot free throws and shoot threes, right? So it wasn't like for everybody else, they weren't thinking like, oh, this is something spectacular. They think, oh, this is what they do, you know, in the hood. This is what they do anyway. They ain't nothing
7 feet,
special.
though.
Yeah, they're not 7 feet. That's nothing special.
Eddie, I'm just going to push back a little bit again because we always try to interpret things from just our perspective. And so when we start talking about memorable, I get it. In the hood.
I'm talking about for everybody.
No, but in the hood, that may be the narrative on Dirk. But there's a whole lot more to America than just
no
the
doubt.
hood and
No
a
doubt.
International,
No
when you
doubt.
talk
basketball. But there's a whole lot more
but
to basketball fans than just the. And so I don't think they saw Dirk as just like, oh, he can shoot jumpers and he can. No, he carried a franchise for basically 20 straight years.
He had help. He had a whole lot of. Steve Nash was there. Jason Kidd, first ballot Hall of Famer. Jason Terry was there.
But in the argument where everyone's saying, we want you to have the toughest role, Kevin Durant, oh, how could you join the Warriors? We're always saying, who can carry a franchise? Who did it?
D-Wade?
D-Wade did it, but he had Shaq. Shaq was something.
Yeah.
He wasn't going down.
And he left.
He did leave. No, he didn't leave on his own account. Pat didn't want to pay him.
Right. Well,
Pat didn't want to give him the right contract. He didn't want to give him the right contract.
I would have left too.
Yeah, he didn't want to get.
Gotta get my
He
money
was
first.
shortchanging him. He was like, hold
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
you can't shortchange me. I got to get up out of here.
Got to get up out.
I got to get that money.